Assalamu alaikum. So today we are joined by Miss Haifa Sarfraz, the co-founder and owner of Resinease, who has an inspiring journey with a strong background in sales and marketing, and has now successfully
co-founder or owner.
Assalamu alaikum. So today we are joined by Miss Haifa Sarfraz, the co-founder of Resinease, who has an inspiring journey with a strong background in sales and marketing, and has now successfully ventured into entrepreneurship with her handmade jewelry brand. Alongside managing her business, she also has taken some HR responsibilities such as hiring, recruitment, and building her team culture. We are excited to have her with us today to share her insights and experience with us. So Haifa, अस्सलाम वालेकुम और कैसी हैं आप?
Walaikum salam, Manura. I'm good. How are you?
मैं भी बिल्कुल ठीक हूँ. So Haifa, tell us a little about your journey from start till now.
Sure. Basically, when we started Resinease, it was just a simple idea. We wanted to empower underprivileged women, and we wanted to create some art and resin-based jewelry. And then later on, we want to grow it to homemade stuff as well. So it was about that. We started creating different unique pieces, and as the business grew, I also realized that as a business entrepreneur we have to do multiple roles such as like sales, marketing, HR responsibilities as well. So right now today where Resinease is not just like a selling jewelry brand, but it is also a small team where we are managing customers, we are managing different teams, and it's a very beautiful journey of, you can call it errors, trials, and it's constant learning as well.
अभी हम सिर्फ that sounds like a good plan की रिकॉर्डिंग कर रहे हैं. अभी हम आगे सवाल की नहीं कर रहे हैं.
That sounds like a good plan. तो अब क्या करूं?
तो रिकॉर्डिंग हो गई.
तो अब क्या? तो जब आपने ट्रांजिशन किया था फ्रॉम सेल्स एंड मार्केटिंग इनटू हैंडलिंग एचआर फॉर योर ओन स्टार्टअप, व्हाट वाज द बिगेस्ट लर्निंग कर्व?
Actually, शुरू में the biggest challenge was like realizing कि जो people management है, that is very different from the customer management. I was interested more in customer management, and I had more experience over there. But with sales, it's more about like convincing and converting the customers, while on the other hand with HR, it's more about understanding your team, supporting your team, and like on different points you have to motivate them as well. So I really had to learn a lot of patience at the same time, and to actually listen ke what are their concerns, what do they want, what can motivate them. So that was quite a big challenge.
Perfect. So Haifa, how do you identify the right talent for a small business, especially when the resources are very limited?
So basically, since it's a small startup, so we prefer like their attitude over their experience. In small businesses, we don't really need to hire someone who has a lot of experience and extensive resume stuff. We really need to find someone who are very flexible. They're willing to learn from us. At the same time, they should be very passionate about what they do. So हमारा यही होता है कि we need someone who takes initiatives, who is very passionate about the creativity level as well, so it's more valuable for us.
Okay, so Haifa, what qualities do you look for when you are hiring people for your jewelry startup?
So basically, we really look forward to having someone on our team who is creative. They should have a creative content side, different design ideas that are also trendy at the same time. But we also really look forward to having an ownership of what they do. They should treat the tasks and all the tasks and meetings, it should be done on time, and most importantly it's about their attitude. So like in small businesses, I feel like it's really important to have a positive growth mindset attitude at the same time in even your team. So we really look forward to these kind of qualities.
So firing someone in a small business can be tough. How do you approach that conversation with empathy?
That is actually really true. So basically what we do is like, I make sure that like our conversation is respectful and it is mostly private with our partner only, and we explain different things to them, that why these things are not working out, like also on the same, we are also appreciating their efforts. So what we do is we try to leave them with constructive feedback, so they can use that wherever they work आगे life में inshallah. So it's also helpful for them. So it's for me, you can say that it's more about ending things in the way that they don't get discouraged, or they don't get disappointed as well. That's basically it.
Haifa, if you had to describe your startup culture in 3 words, what would they be?
It would be actually supportive, creative, and growth oriented.
So many entrepreneurs struggle to manage both business growth and HR responsibilities. How do you juggle both?
So basically what we do is that we create like a system, and we plan it accordingly with my other co-founder. For example, all the content calendar side and marketing aspects are discussed priorly with our team member, that is our social media manager. And the other things like business growth perspective, there are a lot of different tasks in manufacturing related that is covered by my other co-founder. So I also delegate some tasks to our interns, and all the decisions related to HR, it's already planned after discussing with my partner. So it's majorly about balancing and learning what is more important, so we prioritize it accordingly.
Haifa, what mistakes do you think the new entrepreneurs make in hiring their first employees?
That's actually a really good question. So in a small startup, there are so many things at the same time. We have to do a lot of things. There are a lot of different roles. So the first mistake it is actually hiring too quickly without actually clarifying what is the role, आपके उस role में क्या क्या चीज़ें आती हैं. So that is very big challenge, because we need sometimes a lot of things have to be done really quickly. So a lot of young entrepreneurs make really quick decisions just to fill up that gap. And secondly, it's more about ignoring the person's attitude. Sometimes some people do have the skills, but they lack their positive attitude. So we really need to find a balance in those candidates.
In a startup, resources are often tight, so how do you motivate your employees without relying only on money?
Yes, so for that, we focus on their recognition and their involvement, providing small things and gestures such as appreciating their work, giving them extra freedom for their different ideas, and moreover about their flexibility in how their working hours. So at Resinease, what we do is they have flexible working hours. If they complete their tasks, then they're allowed to do other work remotely as well. So there is a lot of freedom, so they can also do a lot of other stuff as well side by side. So yes.
हाइफा, जैसे कि हम सबको पता है कि आपका बैकग्राउंड सेल्स और मार्केटिंग से है, सो आपकी प्रीवियस स्किल्स में कौन सी स्किल्स थी दैट हेल्प यू मोस्ट इन मैनेजिंग पीपल?
सो बेसिकली जो सेल्स की अगर मैं बात करूं, तो सेल्स में इट रियली taught me how to listen. It's very important to listen the customers and stuff. So that was really important learning from that. And marketing aspect here and there, it really taught me how to understand what are the things that motivates the people. So I feel like ye do cheezein ke on the listening aspects and understanding them, it really helps in the HR work, because you really need to understand and at the same time motivate your employees, so they're also helpful and creative in their own space.
Do you think that marketing and HR share similarities when it comes to understanding people?
Absolutely. I feel like marketing is most about like understanding what the customers want, and similarly in HR, it is about understanding your employee needs and their wants as well. So I feel like it's really important in both of these. Understanding and having an empathy is really important.
Okay, so how do you see HR evolving in creative industries like jewelry and fashion?
To be really honest, I feel like HR nowadays it's not more about like strict policies and stuff. I feel like it's more about like flexibility and collaboration and more creative ways. So people specifically in the creative industries like handmade jewelry brands and small entrepreneurs in this industry, I feel like they really need the freedom to have some creativity, because it's all handmade and like you need to market it in different ways as well. So you need different team members who can think like that, not with just same old HR strict policies and stuff. So that is why I feel like that has shifted a lot.
Haifa, for the last question, what advice would you give to entrepreneurs who are just starting to handle HR for the first time?
So I would just like to advise them to start small and just simple as it is. They should set like clear goals, clear roles as well. कि उनको कौन सी position के लिए, what are the descriptions, what kind of person that they require, and they should like openly communicate it with the candidates as well. Apart from that, I feel like it's really important कि अब जितने भी young entrepreneurs आते हैं industry के अंदर, in any industry, so they should really treat the candidates, their employees, their people, not like just mere employees, but as partners as well. Because when their team feels like they're included, then I will guarantee you that they'll give their best. Because I feel like for small startups, it's actually a really beautiful thing to create an environment like that.
Thank you so much, Haifa, for joining us and giving us your time.
No problem, Mahnur. It was pleasure talking to you. Allah Hafiz.